Hello, good evening my dear students. How are you all? Are you studying the subject well? Are you viewing the videos on right time? So, this is the simple things I have to ask you. So, let us think. Last day what we studied about molecules, and today we are going to study about iron. Let us start. And we are going to study about ions, IONs. Okay, or this letters may be making confusions. IONs. Okay, when I say iron, something sparked in your mind. Maybe that metal. Okay, let it be. Compounds composed of metal and nonmetals. Okay, contain charged particles. The compounds contains some. The compounds contains metals and nonmetals. They are having some charged particles. You know the charges are plus and minus. Okay, the positive and the negative charge, and the non-metals or metals in a compound possesses some charge. Okay, that is called ion. Okay, IONs or ION. Okay, the charged particle or charged species. Okay, containing in a compound. And did you heard about the word anion? Anion. It is given by this negative. Okay, anion. The negatively charged particle. The negatively charged particle in a compound. Okay, the negatively charged particle in a compound. For example, in NaCl. Okay, NaCl. If we check, Na is positively charged and Cl is negatively charged. This negatively charged Cl is anion. Then let us think what is cation. Cation. Okay. Cation. That is negatively we studied. Nothing but this is positively. Okay. The positively charged species in a compound. Okay. The positively charged particles. They are called cation. And for this, I will give the same example, NaCl. So, in case of Na plus and Cl minus is there, this Na is the cation. Okay, ions consist of a singly charged atom or a group of charged atom. Okay, a group of atom consists of singly charged atom or group of charged atom that have a net charge on them. Okay, it is the ions consist of a singly charged atom or a group of charged atom which is having charge on them. Okay, then did you heard about polyatomic ion? Polyatomic ion. Polyatomic ion. Did you heard the word? A group of atoms carrying a charge. A group of atoms carrying a charge. Okay. A group of atoms carrying a charge is called a polyatomic ion. Okay. The group of atoms carrying a charge is called polyatomic ion. Then let us go to table 3.5, which we will discuss about that. Table 3.5. Some ionic compounds. Okay, some ionic compounds we are going to study. Okay, ionic compounds are given and constituting elements. The elements present in them and ratio by mass. Okay, yesterday also we studied ratio by mass. Okay, and first let us write the ionic compound. Ionic compound and constituting elements and mass by ratio. Ratio by mass. Ratio by mass. So, first one is calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. The elements may be, which are the elements? Calcium and oxygen. Okay. The elements inside calcium oxide, which is calcium, which is a combination of calcium and oxygen. And ratio 5:2. 5 calcium and 2 oxygen combines to form calcium oxide ion. Then next, magnesium sulfide. Magnesium sulfide, which will be there magnesium and sulfur. Magnesium and sulfur are the elements. Okay, the elements present in them are magnesium and sulfur, and the ratio is 3:4. Okay, 3 magnesium combines with 4 sulfur. The next, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. Sodium and chlorine, and the ratio is 23:35.5. 35.5. So once again back to this. It is all about some ionic compound, and the ionic compound is given, and the elements present in it is given, and ratio by mass. Okay, we know that first is given calcium oxide, calcium and oxygen. Okay, calcium oxide is given. In that the elements in that is calcium and oxygen, and 5 calcium and 2 oxygen combines to form calcium oxide ion, and magnesium sulfide is the next one. Okay, so magnesium sulfide is the second one. Magnesium is the one element and sulfur is the second element, and the ratio is 3:4. 3 magnesium and 4 sulfur combines to form magnesium sulfide ion. Okay, then the final one is sodium chloride. Here sodium chloride. Sodium and chlorine are the elements. Okay, sodium and chlorine are the elements, and they are formed. The ratio between them is 23:35.5. Okay, 23:35.5. 23 sodium and 35.5 chlorine combines to form the sodium chloride ion. Okay, and we will go to the next part, which is about writing chemical formula. Writing chemical formula. So, writing chemical formula. How to write chemical formula? Chemical formula is nothing but the symbolic representation of the combination of elements. Okay, the symbolic representation of combination of elements. Symbolic representation means what? By using some symbols, we are writing the combination of elements or compounds. Okay, so for studying this, for writing chemical formula, we want to study two things: the symbols of elements. Okay, we want to study the symbols of the elements, and second, we want to study the combining capacity of elements. Okay, the capacity of elements. What we want to study? We want to study the symbols of elements and also the capacity of elements. Did you heard about valency? Valency. Did you heard about valency? The combining capacity of an element is called its valency. The combining capacity of an element is called its valency. So, for what it is used? The valency is used. The valency is used to find how an atom of one element joins with the atom of other element and forms a compound. Okay, how an atom of one element joins with atom of another element and forms a new compound. Okay, this simply I wrote just to give you example. Okay, one atom of an element joins with atom of another element to form a new compound. Okay, then valency of an atom of an element can be we can think it as an arms. We can think it as arms of atom. Okay, that for that from your textbook I got a good example that I will tell to you. I will teach you. Okay. So, for example, I am taking human and octopus. Okay, humans and octopus. Think human as one element. Okay, human as one element. And octopus as another. Okay, how many hands are there for octopus? Octopus having 8 and humans having 2 hands. Okay, and if it is octopus is having 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hands. Okay, and humans are holding hands of giving both hands to lock their hands with octopus. For example, first boy Tarun, he came and joined hands with the octopus. Okay, this is Tarun, and after that Sohail came and joined hands with octopus, and like that Virat came and joined hands with octopus, and here Anil come and join with octopus. Here one octopus is there, and how many humans? 1, 2, 3, 4 humans are there. So we will write one octopus joins, and if we are thinking it as a compound, one octopus joins with 4 humans. Okay, then we will get the formula like this, OH4. Okay, this is for example I have given. Okay, then let us move to names and symbols. I think you understand it clearly, and some names and symbols I am going to teach you. It is in your textbook. Okay, names and symbols of some ions. Now we are going to study a table in that valency is given, and first we will study some ions. Okay, some ions and their symbols and their valency. First I will write the valency. In first column there is valency, and second column there is name of ions, then their symbol. Let us study the ions which is having valency 1 in the table. Okay, valency 1, that is sodium, and the symbol is Na plus. Then second, potassium, which is K plus. And silver, Ag plus, and copper, Cu plus. Okay, this is the name of some ions which is having valency 1, and we will study more about it in coming. Study more about valency in next chapter. Just study this one. So in this lesson we are going to deal about, in this table we are having this much, and which is having valency as 2. Okay, the ions which is having valency as 2. Magnesium, Mg2 plus. Okay, you can if you observe the top, here only 1 plus is there, here it came 2, so valency 2. Then calcium, Ca2 plus. Then zinc, Zn2 plus. Then iron, Fe2 plus, and copper, Cu2 plus. This is the symbol of this is the symbol of some ions which is having valency 2 and which is having valency 3. Okay, let us check. This is the ions which is having 1 and 2. Okay, and the symbols is written here. I have just rubbed it, and I am going to write with valency 3. Valency 3, that is aluminium, and that is Al3 plus. Then okay, that's all. And iron. Okay, iron comes here also, because in some elements it shows 2 type of valency. Okay, here it is given that, or we can in some elements they will show different valency. Okay, iron is also considered as valency having 2 and 3. Okay, Fe3 plus. And this is all metals. Yes or no? This all we studied about metals. And some some non-metallic element. Okay, some non-metallic element. Just I will write 1 or 2. Valency non-metallic elements and non-metallic elements. Okay, that I am going to write, and their symbols. And hydrogen, which is having 1. Okay, that is hydrogen, which we can write as H plus, and hydride, H minus, and let us go for which the non-metallic elements which is having valency 2, oxide, that is O2 minus, and nitride. In case of 3 valency, I have written nitride, that is N 3 minus. Okay, and 3 minus, and some polyatomic ions. Okay, some polyatomic ions also I am writing here. With valency 1, we are having some polyatomic elements, that is ammonium, NH minus is the symbol. Okay, NH minus is the symbol, and I am going directly to second, that is which is having valency 2, that is carbonate, and for carbonate CO3 2 minus, then for 3 valency phosphate, that is PO4 3 minus. Okay, and full table I didn't written because we have to move through each and every corner, so we have to go fully through the textbook. So I have given I have taken some metals I have written fully, non-metals I have written only some, and in case of polyatomic ions also I have written only some. Okay, you just go through table 3.6, which will say is about names and symbols of some ions. Okay, you have to, if it is possible, please try to study that symbols. Okay, and this is all for you today. Thank you so much, and also watch the video by engaging your full time in the video, and also study well. Thank you.